Yep, it's me again. They hate me. That's why they give a fuck about me. At the same time, as always, JD Miles, the MGTOWs, they love to hate. Even the ones that claim everybody loves to hate them, loves to hate MGTOW at the same time. This is why they keep us relevant to this day. And I'm back again. Every Everybody, pay close attention to this shit. Notice how everybody wants to make a big fucking deal, about the passport bros getting murdered in Colombia, but somehow when you got passport sis getting deleted out in Gambia, all them retarded fucks want to stay quiet. You don't hear a peep from them when it comes to this shit. And yes, a few passport sis got murdered out there in Gambia. Oh, nobody cares about that. They only care about the passport bros getting murdered out in Colombia. Fake concern, fake Karen ass motherfuckers. And yes, people are starting to get tired of the one-sided bullshit. If you're going to make a big deal about one side, make a big deal about the other, or shut the fuck up forever. And shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson for bringing this to everybody's attention. And that's all. And that's what makes it even more ironic. Everybody wants to talk about the passport bros getting murdered out there in Colombia, but only a few people is talking about the passport sis getting murdered out there in Gambia. I wonder why. But let's hear it.
Imagine you got home early one day and you turned on Netflix and you wanted to watch a horror film. And there you saw a film about an American lady who moved to the Gambia. And you know what? At first everything was okay, but she predicted she had a stalker. She was going around all over the world telling people that somebody was stalking her and somebody wanted to poison her. And nobody believed her. Some folks could have even thought she was crazy. Then 2 months later, she dies. Well, you will look at the film, you will say it's well orchestrated, well executed, well written, bravo. But then, what if I told you it's not a movie? It's not a movie script. There are no actors. It's the truth, because that's exactly what happened. Unfortunately, even Hollywood script writers couldn't make up what we're about to talk about. Ow! Rewind! Today we're talking about the life of Anja Africa, also known as Andrea Martin. From her accent, it seems like she moved from the East Coast, most notably New York, to come to the Gambia. She was excited. She even dressed in the African garb. She seemed to be a strong spiritual person who loved the community. So that's why she came to Gambia, like so many other women. And of course, I've always told you on this channel, ladies, that coming to
Now, keep in mind, we ain't, neither I or anyone else who's talking about this situation, we ain't talking about this to celebrate and make fun of this happening. Like the rest of those retarded fucks who want to celebrate the passport bros getting murdered out in Colombia. We're not assholes like them. We here to point out that, hey, it doesn't matter who you are, man, woman. The same can happen to you too. Your gender does not mean shit out here in these other countries, because they can do the same exact shit. However, we're not assholes like them. We here to point out the fact that, yes, you also got passport sis getting murdered in these foreign countries as well. And you gotta be careful which country you go to. And this is what sets things apart. The ones who are trying to warn people about countries to go to, from the ones who's only doing this out of hatred and spite because they can't stand the fact that they doing it out there, so yeah, let's celebrate that the shit's happening to them. And by the way, you got to be the biggest piece of shit on the face of the earth to celebrate the death of other people all because you don't like what they do. How sad and pathetic. Let's continue.
Africa by herself might not be the best idea, but she came anyway, and she was really there fellowshipping with the community until one day she started to deal with the new man that she felt she was vibing with. Now let me stop the show there. She talked about the fact that whenever she came to the Gambia, that she felt that somebody was watching her. Let's check it out.
A lot of it is related to single women in the Gambia. So first, let me give you a little just preview of what happens when you come to Gambia single, okay? You may have it in your mind that you're not trying to date anyone. You just come in here to live your best life. Well, honey, from the time you get your feet on the ground, and I'm talking from the airport, people already have their eyes on you, okay? They know what area you're going to. It's been reported where you're going to be living. There'll be that one person that thinks, well, I'm going to be the person to get that individual because that's going to be my cash cow.
That's interesting, and this is a warning that she put out in the Gambia. But let's continue. She started dating this man, a younger man, I'm assuming. Then she found out that something was off with him, and this is why she said this.
It only hit me today because I was like, I have a stalker. And I haven't told anyone. And it's not healthy. So let me just tell y'all what's going on. Okay, so I was seeing someone, and I thought us meeting was like, a spiritual thing. The bond, like we connected, we have good conversation. But there was something about this individual, but I could not put my finger on what it was. But, I figure you're getting to know, take it, keep him at a distance, but get to know him. So the more I get to know him, my spiritual abilities are coming in at the same time. So now I'm starting to have divinations. And when I tell you what I saw, y'all gonna be like, I saw this individual dealing with same-sex orgies. I saw this individual in different relationships. I saw a lot of children around, and I mean, everything I'm seeing is nude. Okay? So now I'm thinking, hold up. This individual's in a cult. This is not I'm just a normal person. This is a foot soldier for the devil.
The scary thing is that she felt that he was involved in something.
No surprise. I mean, this ain't the only passport sis that got deleted in a foreign country. Y'all heard the story about that black female getting murdered out in Mexico? And many other passport sis getting murdered out in foreign countries as well. So why are they quiet about that? But these are the same ones who always want to run their mouth about passport bros getting murdered out in Colombia. Right, Tanya TKO? Yeah, Tanya TKO, yes, I'm calling you out personally because you're the main one making a big deal about passport bros getting murdered out in Colombia, but you're quiet as fuck. When the passport sis are suffering the same fate in these other countries too. Y'all quiet as a church mouse. Oh, that's right. It's only okay when black females get their passports and go to foreign countries. It's a problem when black men do the same. Let's continue.
We need to wrap this situation up. He says, what do you mean? I said, there are such things as soulmates, twin spirits, and karmics. I said, you are a karmic. And he was like, what? I said, yeah, you are probably someone who killed me in a past life. He was just like, why would you say that? I said, because I see exactly who you are. I said, you're a demon. Straight up, you a demon. I see who you are. I see your sexual preferences. I see all of you. It's in the tiles. When I do water divination, I can see you. So me seeing who you are knows that I don't want nobody like you around me. I know what my journey is, and my journey does not include anybody energy harvesting off of me, trying to be part of my legacy, trying to steal what I'm trying to build. I don't want nobody like that around me. And he was so hurt. When I tell you his eyes filled up, they got real bloodshot red. And he was like, I can't believe I'm hearing this right now. I'm just in shock. I said, well, I'm gonna need you to process that because I stand by what I say. Let me tell y'all something. Do you know every time this man talked that white dog flipped on his back?
What? That's right. She felt that he was in a cult. And when she tried to break up with him, well, this is what he started doing.
They would even have people that try to get you to drink or eat from them. Let me tell you, I don't eat from places no more. Ever since I realized that this individual was stalking me, I said, you know what? I don't see him, but I know he is watching me. And sure enough, what he was doing was hiring the people that are working around me. There's 3 houses being constructed around me. He's hiring the construction workers and having them watch me and report when I am leaving, when I'm coming back. When I would go to walk in the woods, I would feel like someone is following me. Sure enough, he's telling these people when I go on the beach that own the restaurants, look and see where she's going. Look and see who she's talking to. Mind you, I'm always alone. So that's probably not the best thing either. I know everybody, but I move by myself. So this is more than somebody, you will have people latch onto you and they will harvest energy from you.
But stop the show. She had also talked about this on her channel before, about the domestic violence that goes on in the Gambia towards women from the diaspora.
Greetings, family. So I'm here today to talk about the domestic violence that is taking place on the continent that no one seems to be talking about. A lot of folks come on talking about relationships and dating on the continent, but there are situations where sisters are coming over here and dating Gambian men and realizing that they're not who they thought they were, okay?
Surprise, surprise. A whole lot of revelations is going on in this situation here. But passport bros getting murdered out in Colombia is more important than this. Let's continue.
So that representative has left the building after, I guess, a few days, weeks. They find out that the individual that they're with is possessive, unstable, physically aggressive. These individuals, when they are told they no longer want to see these men, are being abused. These men are forcing their way into their compounds, into their homes, and no one's stopping them. Because the logic is when you get involved with somebody that person now sort of possesses you or has access to you whenever they want.
Not trying to say I told you so or anything, but this is serious business. Anyways, she felt that somebody was watching her wherever she went. She felt that also somebody might be poisoning her food. And she kept on telling people about this. She kept on talking about the issues that was going on in the Gambia. But I want to go back to this stream because she was still living and she wasn't in so much of fear of her life. She felt that she could make it. But she did talk about another sister that died unexpectedly. And her name was Audrey Davis.
There was one sister here. I didn't even know her, but in a way I did because it seemed like every place I had ever been and did a video, this sister was doing videos the same way. So we was like really had a lot in common, but I didn't know her. Her name was Audrey Davis. So all I hear is this sister's supposed to be getting married in 1 week. All of a sudden, his sister turns up dead. She's 54 years old. How?
See, the same thing is happening to them. But you ain't gonna hear Tanya TKO, you ain't gonna hear all these anti-passport bros say a goddamn thing about the passport, sis. And that's a damn fucking shame. And I'm gonna stop it right here because I gotta go. I got places to go, people to meet. But if y'all want to see the full video in its entirety, I'll leave the link into the description box. Go check it out. Tell them JD Miles sent you. And that's all for today. It's amazing. Everybody wants to make a big deal about the passport bros getting murdered out in Colombia, but they don't want to talk about this shit. Oh, that's right, because of this situation where you got passport sis getting murdered out in Gambia. Oh, that doesn't fit the narrative. That does not fit the narrative or anything. So they want to stay quiet. They want to keep their mouth shut. So Uncle JD's going to say this shit. If you ain't going to talk about the passport sis getting murdered out in Gambia, then have several seats and shut all y'all retarded fuck asses up forever about the passport bros getting murdered out in Colombia. You one-sided retarded fuck ass motherfuckers, you. And if y'all plan to go to foreign countries, take the time and learn about the countries you're going to before you go out there. Don't just go out there on a whim or some type of guidance, because this is what people usually do. They just go out on guidance or on a whim. No. Take the time, study the country, study the culture, understand what is going on in these countries before you go there. And that's all there is to it. With that, I said what I had to say. I'm done, and I'm out this bitch. Later.